Know your undertone. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time seeing me, hi, my name is Cindy. Apologo to have you here. You're most definitely welcome. And if you're a returning subscriber, welcome and welcome back. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about why your foundation does not match or why your foundation does not come out right. There are so many reasons why your foundation does not come out right or why your foundation does not match. Before getting a foundation, there are so many things you have to note. You have to note your skin type. So skin type, where your skin falls in or where your skin lies in. For skin type, we're talking about oily skin, dry skin, normal skin, combination skin. Another thing to note is your undertone. When choosing a foundation or when determining the type of foundation you should get, you should also note your undertone. So there are different types of undertone. When it comes to undertone, we have warm undertone, we have cool undertone, we have neutral undertone. Note your undertone. For warm undertone, tend to have a hue of yellow or gold tint, and for cool undertone you have a pink, red, blue tint, and for neutral undertone you usually have a mix of both. And neutral undertone can fall in different parts. You can fall in the range of neutral warm undertone, or you can fall in the range of neutral cool undertone. So there are foundations that would best describe that. There are foundations that when you're getting the foundation, it will give you the range, or it will be written in the range of the foundation that falls in that category. When you know your undertone, it helps you to get your right foundation that best matches your undertone. Another thing to understand or another thing to note is your skin tone. When getting the foundation, note your skin tone. You can see the color that appears on your skin. Note that tone. Skin tone can fall in the range of light, medium, dark, or sometimes deep, and sometimes it can even range from very light or light to medium, and medium to dark, and dark to deep. Note where your skin tone falls in to get the foundation that best matches your skin tone or best fits your skin tone. There are various types of foundation to note. I'm going to go over with a moisturizer. Whether you're wearing makeup or not, always moisturize your face. Sometimes you skip moisturizer, so now we've sorted that. We've applied moisturizer on our face to bring back some moisture back to our face because we have a dehydrated skin. It is easy to go from oily skin to dry skin than from dry skin to oily skin. The reason why it's easy for you to go from oily skin to dry skin is because when your skin lacks moisture or is dehydrated, it sucks up all the water that comes to your skin, or sucks up all the oil that comes from your skin, or sucks up all the oil that your skin produces, and your skin has zero to no layer of hydration showing, so it is dehydrated and you get flaky skin. Always go over to hydrate your skin. It is very important. For my oily skin, do not skip this step. I know lots of people will say, because I am oily skin, I am oily skin, I don't need hydration. Your skin needs all the hydration it can get. It is never wrong to hydrate your skin. When choosing the moisturizer, going with the moisturizer that best fits your skin type. Next reason why your foundation does not sit right or why your foundation does not match. Sometimes many of us will skip primer. Not applying primer over on your skin is like you're painting a wall. Not priming the wall before applying the paint would cause the paint not to come out the exact way or not to appear the exact way you want it. Make sure to prime your face. And just like we talked about the skin, there are different types of primers. We have the illuminating primer, we have the matte primer, we have hydrating primer, we have the pore filler primer. For dry skin, going with the hydrating primer, and for oily skin, going with a matte primer. And if you have large pores, going with a pore filler or matte primer that would fill in your pores or to minimize your pores. And also illuminating primer. Illuminating primer is a primer that brings shine or adds a little bit of a tint of shine to your makeup, give you a brightened look. If you have a dull skin or if your skin is looking dull, you can use the illuminating primer. Regardless of your skin type, you can use the illuminating primer on your skin. This is an example of an illuminating primer, but this is in a mist. So this is from ELF. I am oily skin and I love using this one. Use this one for the days where my skin is really dull. I use this to give my skin or to brighten my skin or to give my skin more life. And this is a matte primer. I am oily skin, so I have to use a matte primer. Going with a primer that best fits your skin type. So for oily skin, like I said before, going with a matte primer. I am oily skin, have to use a matte primer. This is the Pore Minimizer, or this is an example of what the Pore Minimizer looks like. For dry skin, dry skin can also use this on their skin as primer. if they don't have hydrating primer. This is a pore minimizer for oily skin. If you have large pores, you have to go in with this to minimize the pores. I'm gonna go in with this illuminating primer mist from elf. I'm going to use it to spray all over my face. When choosing your foundation, there are various types of foundation to note. There is a luminous foundation, there is a matte foundation, there is also the hydrating foundation. For the coverage, we have full coverage, we have medium coverage, we also have light coverage. We also have liquid foundation, we have cream foundation, and we have stick foundation. Now for oily skin, going with a matte foundation, and for dry skin, going with a hydrating foundation, or you can mix a combination of both. For acne prone skin, going with a full coverage, or going with the kind of coverage that you want for your skin. And whatever kind of foundation you want to use, whether liquid foundation, cream foundation, or stick foundation. I don't have an example of a cream foundation, but this is an example of a stick foundation. Most stick foundation are usually medium to full coverage, and some of them are light coverage depending on the coverage of foundation. This is an example of the hydrating foundation for dry skin. Matte foundation for oily skin. This is an example of a matte foundation. This is another foundation. This one works for both oily skin, dry skin, and even normal skin. This is more like skin. And so like we talked about undertone, so when you look at the back, or if you look at the back, you'll see that this is written WN. So what it means is warm neutral. If you're neutral undertone but you fall on the warm spectrum, then you have a tint of gold or yellow, then you fall in the spectrum of warm undertone. So this one is for those with neutral undertone but fall in the spectrum of warm undertone. I'm gonna be using this foundation. Another thing to note is going directly to apply your foundation on your skin. Never do that. Do not do that. Sometimes that is the reason why your foundation does not come out right. It breaks when you apply your foundation directly on your skin. It breaks. That's because it doesn't spread out to the other part of your face, so it doesn't match. So I'm going to apply this foundation at the back of my hand. If you have a palette, then do that, but because I don't have palette, I'm going to do that. So I'm using 3 drops of this. Do not apply too much foundation over on your face. Go in with a light amount before on your face before building it up. So this foundation gives a really skin-like finish, which I love, and I'm going to be showing you how to apply your foundation. Another thing to note when applying your foundation is the tool. So these are foundation brushes. These are what they look like. So this is the flat foundation brush, or we call the paint brush. This is the flat foundation brush, flat kabuki brush, and this is the angled kabuki brush, and this is round brush. So sometimes some of these brushes are usually bigger than these. When picking your foundation brush, know the type of brushes to use to apply your foundation. You can also use a beauty sponge, but before going in with your beauty sponge, make sure that your beauty sponge is damp. So this is an example of what a beauty sponge looks like. I'm going to go in with a painter brush. So I'm using this one from Color to layer the foundation brush. You can also use your hand to apply to place the foundation on your face. And using a clean foundation brush to layer the foundation or to blend the foundation. Part of having a seamless foundation on your face or foundation blend is making sure that you apply your foundation or put your foundation at the back of your hand and going with either a paint brush or a foundation brush, and stipple it. Do not apply foundation directly on your skin, because that would only cause your skin or cause you to have patchiness on your foundation or cause patchy foundation. A lot of us have done that in the past. That's not ideal. And also, do not apply your foundation directly underneath your under eye lines or directly under your crease line. That will only cause your foundation to settle there or cause under eye creasing. So this layer of foundation applied on my face, if you want to build it up, then you can go over to add another layer to build it up. So I'm going to apply this on this other side, blend the foundation on this other side of my face. Notice how the foundation looks more like skin. So now that we have that, you can go over to blend your foundation down to your neck. Do not skip this step. Make sure to blend the foundation down to your neck to have unison. Alright guys, so make sure to follow through this tutorial or follow through this technique to have a flawless foundation blend and to have your foundation looking like skin. When choosing your foundation, make sure to know the type of foundation that fits your skin type and your skin tone, and also know your undertone. Knowing your undertone or perfecting your undertone and your skin tone would help you choose the right foundation for your skin. And various type of foundation, we have the stick foundation, we have luminous foundation, we have matte foundation, we have full coverage foundation, we also have light coverage and medium coverage foundation, as well as hydrating foundation. And all these foundation, they best fit different skin types. So if you're dry skin, going with a hydrating foundation, and if you're oily skin, going with a matte foundation, and if you want luminous look or glossy look, going with a luminous foundation. And if you have textured skin or you want a full coverage foundation, use a full coverage foundation or use medium coverage foundation to cover up any imperfections you want to cover, and lightweight foundation for the days you want to have a skin like foundation. Primer, we have matte primer, we also have hydrating primer for dry skin, and matte primer for oily skin, and help you get the right foundation blend and help you know how to apply your foundation correctly. And when applying your foundation, don't forget to go in with a very tiny amount or a generous amount at the back of your hand, or using a palette to apply your foundation. And do not apply your foundation directly on your skin. That will only cause your skin to have dry patches and not blend your foundation right. Always apply moisturizer before applying your makeup. I hope that helps. If you enjoy videos like this, do let me know in the comment section down below. And if you would love to see other videos, let me know what other videos you'd like to see from me, and I'll definitely create those videos. And until next time, I'll see you in my next video. Bye guys.